welcome, Mrs. Isaki Amali Iswaramani to our show called Rendezvous with Scientific Minds. We are very happy to have you here. So let me introduce you to the audience first. Mrs. Isaki Amar has completed her bachelor's in chemistry under Mumbai University under College SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce. She is currently pursuing her bachelor's in education. She has extensive education in field of science, and she has a working experience of. Hmm, she has a great working experience in different colleges and schools lately, and it is very wonderful to have you today here.
Thank
What are your
you.
thoughts regarding science?
Esther, I didn't hear you.
What are your thoughts regarding science?
Science, a simple word to say that science is everything.
Ah,
Nothing more than that. Science is
well
everything.
said, well said, ma'am. Now let us begin with our topic today. Since you are from chemistry background, I had this longing wish to ask this question: What is chemistry?
Oh my God.
Hmm.
Chemistry
Hmm.
involves everything. Just I said, science, there is a no difference between science and chemistry.
Oh my.
Chemistry also involves everything.
Yeah.
Just basic is chemistry involves day to day life. What are the things or products which we use in our day to day life? Everything from the morning we brush our teeth till the night time we had a cup of milk
Hmm.
includes chemistry.
Oh, very well said. Very well connected, actually, to put it very precisely. Because these days, even in institutions, when a teaching session is going on,
Yes.
students are not able to relate the subject to real life examples. I can observe that. Like when we talk about terminologies like what to say, resonance in chemistry, we say when resonance we are talking, we don't know what is resonance, why where it is happening. As a it is happening in board, it's just bonds are shifting. What is this happening? People tend to wonder what it is. So can you shed some light on it?
Resonance, nothing but a kind of sound.
Hmm.
Uh, Actually, it is related to physics type.
Hmm.
So, chemistry and physics have a wide range of difference between them.
Hmm.
Both are included in science, but
Hmm.
chemistry involves a different thing as well as physics comes under mechanism and all.
Okay, very well said. So there are some questions. There's one topic which we will be discussing related to acids and bases. Whenever we talk about chemistry, this terminologies turn up very frequently. pH, acids, base. Can you share some
Yes.
knowledge regarding that? Some basic information?
Yeah, sure. Acids, talking about basically acids. Before that, as I said earlier,
Hmm.
the physical world, which is all around us, is completely made up of the large number of chemical compounds.
Hmm.
So we are proud to say that we are from a chemistry world. And then,
Uh,
as I said,
hmm.
all the things are, as I said before, the thing which we, from the morning we get up using a brush and till night is all made up of chemistry that involves acids and bases. That
Hmm.
is nothing but acids and bases. So
Hmm.
acids are nothing. The food products which we come under every day in our day-to-day life contains acids and bases. For example, the fruits which we eat, that is grapes or the tomato which we have, it all contains acids.
Hmm.
Tomato contains oxalic acid.
Hmm.
Varieties of acids are there. And
Hmm.
also, talking about bases, bases are found in the baking industry. That is nothing but the most delicious thing which we like to have is cake. Nothing more than muffins and cakes all contains bases. So
Hmm.
acids are basically they are sour in taste. Which are the products that are sour in taste comes under acids. And
Hmm.
talking about bases, they are just bitter in taste. We can say that. And
Okay.
normally bases are again they are also used in making soap. Soap industry in
Hmm.
manufacturing and all so bases are used.
When we
So
talk about this acid and bases, we put them under the spectrum of pH. So why it is counted under pH, and what is pH exactly?
yes, pH is a vital role which plays here.
Hmm.
pH is nothing but P stands for potence, that is the
Hmm.
power.
Hmm.
Power of concentration of the hydrogen or the hydroxide ions present in a solution. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Basically, before that, acid is a thing, just it releases hydrogen ions.
Hmm.
H plus is the more important ions which it releases.
Hmm.
And talking about bases, they release OH minus, that is hydroxide ions.
Hmm.
So pH is a thing that contains that just tells us about that measures the power of the ions present in a solution.
Hydrogen ions, basically.
Hydrogen ions present in a solution. So now we have a pH range.
Hmm.
Talking about that, it ranges from 0 to 14.
Hmm.
Now here 0 to 7 comes for base, acid.
Hmm. Hmm.
That is the pH range below 7, we are confirmly we can say that it is an acid solution.
Hmm.
And that is above 7 till 14 it comes under basic solution.
Hmm.
And that is 7 here plays a role of neutral.
Hmm.
That is neither acid nor it
Nor
is
base.
base. This is the
Okay.
range of pH.
Okay. Okay, that was some interesting inputs from your side, ma'am. So let us move to next question for you is its application in daily life and its properties, as you rightly mentioned the starting stages of our interview, that is it is used in soap industry, in baking industry. So I think we can skip this question for now and move to next one. What is this Arrhenius theory? Who is this Arrhenius?
Wow. He is the chemist.
Hmm.
Actually, his name is Savant Arrhenius.
Hmm.
He was the one who declared that we basically say that acids have sour taste, bases are have bitter taste.
Hmm.
But this theory clearly explains us that
Hmm.
what is acid? Acid is nothing but
Hmm.
it gives out H plus ions, that is, which it contains hydrogen ions
Hmm.
when it is dissolved in water. Meaning is that when you mix a couple of acid in a water, definitely it's going to give you H plus ions. This
Okay.
is Arrhenius theory. And
Hmm.
talking for bases, it will definitely give you out OH minus ions, that is hydroxide ions. So this is
Basically,
Arrhenius
the
principle.
division of ions or particular molecule into different ions is his theory,
Yes,
correct?
it's theory.
Okay.
Yes.
Next question to you is who is the king of chemicals and why it is called so? This is something new which I'm hearing.
King of chemicals. Oh, basically we call the king who is has the more power, isn't
Hmm.
it?
Hmm.
And who plays a more vital role rather than other compounds.
Hmm.
So same here also in chemistry we have sulfuric acid, that is
Oh.
H2SO4. He is the
Okay.
king of chemicals.
Okay.
Why? Because he is the one who is used to make many other compounds.
Okay.
And
That
he is
has
also
some
used.
new information which I am also gaining in the due process.
His application is more other than other compounds and is also
Okay.
used in making other compounds.
Oh,
So he is known as king of chemicals.
okay. That's some interesting info I'm getting, ma'am. That's really, interesting. Next question to you is what is neutralization reaction?
Neutralization reaction, it is nothing but neutral. So basically, as I said you before, neutral is nothing but neither the if talking about a compound,
Hmm.
two compounds are there. Okay,
Hmm.
if talking about two compounds, if if both the compounds are in the same amount, we are going to say it as neutral, isn't it?
Okay.
The same when acid and base, neither acid nor base, the solution should be neutral, that is both are present in an equal amount, that is
Okay.
neutralization
Which leads
reaction.
to
So
formation of salt, right?
salt, yes, nothing
Okay.
but when acid and base they combine together, the same amount they combine together, and finally the product they give is salt and water.
Water.
This is neutralization
Yeah.
reaction.
Children also often like this reaction because it's very easy to memorize and remember. It is.
Acid
And they
plus
do even
base.
understand that reaction because they tend to have the salt in front of them every day.
Yes.
Next
Basically,
question.
acid means nothing but salt. It just gives out salt. Base also gives out salt. But when they are combined together in equal amount, they give out salt and water.
Don't you think like children should practice this reaction in labs and try it out whether actually salt is forming or not? That would create some of the more, curiosity among children. For
Yes, yes, they
hmm,
should.
hmm.
Yeah, because we too have that curiosity. Yeah?
Yeah,
During our school days and all, we just kill our teachers saying that take us to the lab, we want to do something, we have to just check out what's going on, right? When you say something and you do it practically, you'll be getting more idea regarding that.
yeah.
But
Even
when,
the research says that, like, I would like to share one of the experience here. That is like when we do things practically, for instance, if we watch a movie, then we
hmm,
tend to remember each and every scene if we actually are interested in that movie. We don't tend to forget things very easily. Similar case of studying science. When we do things
yes.
practically rather than theoretically mugging it up, it will actually see, you will be able to view the difference very prominently in this case actually.
So
So
that's the reason,
hmm,
why science has a lab. We have chemistry lab, physics lab,
yeah.
bio lab.
We are
Labs are more
different.
important than theory classes.
That makes science stand apart from other fields.
Yes, that's different.
Next question to you is natural
Yes.
and synthetic acid base indicators. Before going into this, I would like to know what are indicators first.
Okay. Indicators. Okay.
Hmm.
Just for example, uh, talking about a vehicle.
Hmm.
When you just drive a vehicle,
Hmm.
you have an indicator over there. What is
Yes.
that? If you turn right, we give an indicator. If
Yes.
we turn left, we give an indicator. Yes, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
So the same thing. What that indicates that I am moving there. I am moving right side, left side, and all. So here also for accident base, if I have a solution in front of me, I won't be able to identify whether it is acid or base by looking at that, isn't
Hmm.
it?
Yeah.
We don't have that power too. So now, here this indicators plays a role saying us, confirming that the solution is acid or base.
Hmm.
So here we have different types of indicators. That is, they are just classified into natural and synthetic. That is,
Hmm.
natural is nothing but basically the name also indicates that what we get it from nature. Naturally, we are going to identify whether it is an acid solution or it is a basic solution. And
Hmm.
synthetic is which are the products which we make in our lab with the help of so many chemicals. That is
Hmm.
synthetic indicators. So, talking about natural indicators, we have the foremost one is the thing which is used in our kitchen, that is turmeric.
Ah.
So, before that, we would have experienced this. When a piece of, when a powdered turmeric is fallen in our shirt or t-shirt and all, when you people just wash it with the soap, can you just see the color change over there? Have you ever experienced? I'm asking you. Have you ever experienced?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay. So just
But would
try it
love to know
once.
what happens now. Curious.
Just yes. Try to do it and just look out. Okay. Once
Okay.
when you have a drop of turmeric on your t-shirt and when
Hmm.
you wash it with a soap, the color yellow changes to red.
Whoa.
That is, it changes to red,
Hmm.
showing that there is something present, an acid or a base. Then only a color changes. Color change means that is happening something, that is acid changing to base or there is a base or acid present over there. Now,
Hmm.
here we have a soap, that soap contains base.
Hmm.
And that base changes the color of that turmeric into another color.
That
Okay.
means this falls under natural indicators because we are
Natural
getting the source naturally
indicators.
here.
Yes. This turmeric is a natural product and this is, comes under natural indicator. So how we have just using it in labs and all, we just make a paste of turmeric by adding water
Hmm.
and just we apply it in a paper or a filter paper and all. You can just apply it and just we have to make it to we can keep it aside. Just after some time when it gets dried up, we can use it as an indicator. This comes under natural indicator.
Hmm.
And also we have hibiscus leaf, flower
Hmm.
petals.
Hmm.
Like for example, two or three hibiscus, you can just drop it in a beaker and warm water
Hmm.
for 10 to 15 minutes. After that, you will be getting some solution, okay? Isn't it? The warm water will be having that petals,
Hmm.
rinse
To
and all that
remove the color from the
color
petals.
from it. That solution is also used as an indicator.
Oh.
It also changes the color of an solution. In that solution, if
Hmm.
you just pour a drop of acid, the
Hmm.
color will be changing. And if you are going to add a base, then the color will be changing. The
Oh.
color change is the main thing for an indicator.
In what color it will change? Do you have idea? Uh, we can give
Hibiscus,
this as an practical quest for our
yes,
listeners. Otherwise, we can give
yes,
it.
they have to just watch out and just they have to
Yeah.
look what's the color is
Everything
going
should
to
not be
change.
spoon fed, right?
Yes, right,
Yeah.
right.
Next
They have
question
to
to
do something.
you is difference between acid and bases. This we just discussed now, like H plus ion and OH minus.
H minus,
So
and they
that
have sour taste, bitter
bitter
taste,
taste.
and one more thing, the
Yeah.
acids are basically they are not they are in a liquid state.
Hmm.
Some of the acids may be in solid, but talking about bases, they are mostly in solid state. This is the
Hmm.
most difference between them.
Oh, okay. Next is what is concept of aquaregia and its uses?
Aquarigia,
Hmm.
aquarigia, the name
Sounds
aqua,
sounds stylish.
aquarigia.
Okay.
Aquarigia. It is
Hmm.
nothing but a mixture.
Hmm.
Aqua. Aqua is nothing but a
Water.
mixture. Mixture of two acids. That
Hmm.
is, it is very important. The name of that both acids are very important. That
Hmm.
is hydrochloric acid HCl and
Hmm.
nitric acid HNO3.
Hmm.
These two acids are mixed together to form a solution. That is aquaregia. Why these two acids are mixed? What is the reason behind that? Let me
Hmm.
discuss.
Hmm.
This HCl and HNO3 are mixed basically to play a vital role with gold, platinum, silver, all these noble metals.
Hmm.
That is, these noble metals, as we say, they are very highly expensive and they have a highly thing also that they don't react if you just keep a hydrochloric acid or HNO3. If you keep it individually, they are not going to react. As
Hmm.
I said, no, they are more expensive one, so
Hmm.
they don't react.
Hmm.
But the thing is, when you mix these two acids together, they then only these metals they can react with them, and these metals you can just if you want to dissolve these metals, they only dissolve in this mixtures. Otherwise,
Oh.
if you are going to dissolve a gold in a HCl acid solution, they are not going to do it. But when you mix this solution, these acids together, you can dissolve metals like gold, platinum, silver, whatever you want. These expensive metals can be dissolved. And also, for cleaning these metals, we need aquaregia.
Hmm.
Other than that, you won't be able to clean them. Refining and just cleaning them is the more important uses of aquaregia. And here the most important thing is the ratio you have to take is that is HCl should be taken 3 times compared to nitric acid HNO3. It should be only in the ratio of 1. That is
Hmm.
3 is to 1. The ratio
Hmm.
is more important talking about aquaregia. HCl, HNO3 and HCl is 3 times more than HNO3.
And I have a lingering questions every time, not only me, like students when they sit during chemistry lectures and whenever in life sciences also we do talk about acids and bases. Okay, so the thing is, whenever the concept of strong acids and bases turn up, so our mind builds an idea that the muscle hoga acid ko like that. So why can you put shadows of light on what are strong acids and strong bases?
rather than saying that मसल्स होगा बट स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड मिलेगा हाथ में तो जल जाएंगे उतना तो होगा
Yeah.
that is the major one. Nothing but strong acid and weak acid is nothing. That they are not going to be too strong than weak. That's not the case.
Hmm.
Thing is that strong acid is nothing but when a solution, in a solvent, more acid is added to form a solution.
Hmm.
Okay, basically we have no solute plus solvent is equal to solution. We
Hmm.
have learned this in our lower classes. Solute
Yeah.
plus solvent is equal to solution. So this solute plus solvent talking there, the solute acid should be more in a solvent which will be giving you a solution that is acidic. But when the solute acid is in a small proportion, the ratio is when it is in a small quantity, when it is dissolved in a solvent, it will be a weak acid.
Okay. I hope all the viewers are getting the idea. I got this random comment from one of my students, and still I remember it very nicely. That muscles hota hai kya acids ko. The child said it very in a very innocent way. I was like, wow, this is one way of imagining things.
Actually, things are
Uh, this was the last question, Asis. Okay, what is the strength of acid and base? The same concept, that is, what is strong
pH.
acids and base. It was very wonderful talking to you, Miss Isaki Amal. It was wonderful session. In a short span of time, we did have a lot of surge of knowledge here, lot to learn new regarding turmeric. That I also have to admit that I got to learn something new out of this session. I hope you also enjoyed our
Yeah,
conversation.
sure. It was this thing is that when you explain something, you
Hmm.
too get some idea regarding that. You
Yeah.
just go through, the concept is also clear to everyone. So I
Yeah.
too enjoyed it, and it's my pleasure that you just had me in your session today. Thank
Uh,
you. Thanks a lot for that. I am happy for that. So,
thank you so much actually for giving your time. It was really wonderful session. This is your host, Miss Pillai, signing off. Take care.